Hi there, welcome to this masterclass, and I remain your host. My name is Dr. Julius Oluwasegun Robert, your Wealth Financial Entrepreneurship Mind Surgeon. In this class of today, I'm going to be talking about becoming a wealth billionaire. Many people have ascertained and have seen a lot of things in the globe today where we talked about different animal, different species. But do you know that there are some characteristics that are very important when we're talking about wealth creation? Wealth creation can be likened to different animals depending on the kind of animal and characteristics that they've got. The one we're going to be talking about is becoming a wealth billionaire, the lion as a case study. A lion doesn't just roll the savannah alone, in the wilderness, or in the zoo alone. Its strength comes from different avenues, and each avenues consists of individual animals in the jungle of life. As you are in the world that has to do with different people, different race, different color, different religion, you've got to consider that act of becoming someone who can take characteristics from the characteristics of a lion. A lion's strength comes from every individuals within the place, and each member in the jungle or in the savannah plays a vital role. When you are on the journey to create wealth, there are kind of people you need in your life. And the very first person you need is yourself. You remember, as we always say in our masterclass, that you can never make wealth in silos. Wealth has got to be about your network, about your assets, about the kind of book you read, the kind of where you go to, about the environment that you stay. You alone, you being the person, you being the actor in the movie. Just imagine you are in a world where you are creating a movie, or movie is being displayed, and you want to be able to see how you can be able to take over the space in the world. The world is like a marketplace, and you've got to think of how you can be able to be a niche in that market. And you can't be a niche without you having the right set of people in the savannah called the world as a case study. If you want to become yourself, the first thing you need to have is what I call the visionary lion. You being the lion of creating wealth. You've got to know what kind of direction and courage you need to play as a role play in that movie. You want to be able to go to places, you want to be able to go to different countries, you want to be able to play in a market where you have not been played before, you want to be able to see, to become a domineering or partner or collaborator. You've got to become a direction and courageous person. A lion in the world of today is very courageous. And lion sees through every territory, which means for every environment, wherever you are. Being a lion, as a wealth creator, you've got to know that you can be able to see every avenue, everything everybody is doing. You can be able to learn from them. You can be able to see far, because the lion, they always say, is the king of the jungle or the king of the savannah. Now, a lion don't just prey. They don't just go after a prey. Now you have a business, or you are maybe a particular expert in a particular field. You've got to think about your empire, your business, what you're working on, what your business is all about. You've got to think about it as a visionary. You've got to think about who are the industry experts within the area, and how can you be able to navigate? Who do you speak to? You've got to become the visionary, because a man or a woman who does not have a vision cannot get to the right direction. You'll be directionless, because just as the day goes by, you'll not be able to know where to go. You've got to put mapping in place, because you are the visionary line. Billionaire thinks about his empire, not about paychecks. I don't know if you are that kind of person that is living by paycheck to paycheck. This year, it's not that kind of year you want to be living as paycheck to paycheck. A lesson here is that without vision, the lion wanders, the pride wanders. You must set the destination for your life, for your business, for your career, for your personal life, and you've got to keep improving them. In this great year, you've got to sit down, take a self-check, a self-time, and be able to spend time with yourself by seeing how you can, what area you need to improve, what skills you need to acquire, what kind of things you've got to put in place. And creation is for you to know that God has deposited in you that element you need to be able to create that thing you need in life. God has made you a creator. And as a visionary lion, a leader, you've got to be a creator and not just a consumer. God has given you authority to be able to dominate over the air, in the sea, in the government, in the economy, on the shipping business, in the air freight, on the road, on the land. Even in the metaverse, in the space, He has given you authority over everything. Number 2 is that the lion do not just walk alone. He has what I call a friend called the Hunt Strategist. He has the Hunt Strategist within his team as an operators. And what do? The operators are those that execute, and they have precision in every direction of what they want to do. For example, lioness coordinate the hunts, which means the partners, the people you have within your network. Are they people that coordinate, that add value to that business that you are doing? Or they are making you to go back, they're taking you aback, which means you're going to go spend a lot of years without having the right direction. The lioness, the partner, the collaborators you have in your life, they've got to be people that will help you, that will not just waste, they won't waste your energy. They help you so that you can be able to kill together, to be able to create and dominate the market together, to be able to put all it takes, because these are people you need in your network. And people who turn idea into systems. Now, I don't know the kind of friend you have. In this particular year, you've got to make a determination within yourself that you've got to have friends that will add value in terms of systems and in terms of results. If there is no result, there is no friend. If there is no result, there is no coordinates. If there is no result, there is no precision and execution in whatever you do. All you have learned over the years, from your kindergarten to your tertiary to your mentorship, as a wealth billionaire, as a wealth zillionaire, which is our Cycling Zillionaire Club. You've got to know that all those years, everything you've learned, what you've gone to take through mentorship, you now need to bow about creating the system. Now, the question is, have you started putting up a system structure in place in your business? Remember, those that build within you, who are the executionists, are the COO of your company. They are what I call chief operating officers in your company. Remember, the visionary is the CEO. The COOs are executors that are behind great fortunes. The friend that you have, do they execute what you have? The network you are building, do you have an executionist in that business? In your career, do you have an executionist that could lead you into the right direction? And if not, you've got to make sure you have the right team member, because your network determines your net worth. Number 3 is what I call the territory guardians. The territory guardians, these are the kind of friends you want to have in your network. These are legal entities, legal experts, and the money, or what I call money and legal minds. These are people that support you financially in your business. These are people that are lawyers, that knows the litigations, the rules, within your network. You've got to have those kind of minds that are sponsors, collaborators, legal minds that know about the rules within the territory you're operating. And you remember that the role they play in that business of yours is that of the protecting the kingdom. They protect your business. They protect your intellectual properties. They protect your ideas. They protect whatever you're doing, because you cannot have any business without having the right money and legal minds. And these are people that are strong lions. They defend your borders fearlessly without people actually able to pierce into your protocols. These are money experts that protect your wealth from leaking. A lot of people, you find that they set a goal in the months of this in January, so that they can be able to hit first targets in the first quarter, second quarter. At the end of the day, they don't have anything to be able. And when you look at the second quarters, you find out that their business is actually leaking. But when you have the right money experts, they help you to protect you from leaks, bad deals. And this can also be your mentors. And they even protect you from predators. People that just want to take your money and go. They want to siphon your business, your idea, and they make you lose in that business. The example of these people are what I call the legal advisors, who structure your deals, who preserve your capitals, the banks, who preserve your capitals, who helps you so that you won't fall a prey as you go in this business. Number 4 is what I call the scouts, the connectors. You remember, you can never build a bridge without having the right people to hold your hand so that you can be able to climb and put up a structure in that. And this role is information and opportunity. Mentors like us will connect you. Your mentors, remember we've talked about some of these things in different master classes, that these connectors can come in different forms. Now, the first connector is God. Because it will connect you in the spirit being to the physical realization. And this connector, what does it do? The supreme above help you to be able to scout about your direction, your movement across the land you want to go into. My holy book said that he that commits his ways to the Lord shall find direction. In your business, your mentors are actually one of those directors, connectors. Because when they give you a door with a phone call or with an access, they'll be able to connect you to the market where you've not been able to carve a niche before. Instead of you struggling, they've made mistakes. Now they make a shortcut for you. And where the prey is, where the danger lies, at the end of the day, their role, they'll be able to tell you that here and there, there's going to be a problem. Do not go that area. Go through this way. Take this course. Or in your company, these are kind of people you want to be able to see that will guide you. What are the kind of friend type that you want to have? The networks. Who brings opportunity to you? Partnership and access. Examples of them are deal makers and insiders who knows where the next move is going to be. In your network, do you have people that bring an idea to you, that bring a deal to you, that you crack it together, they take X amount of percentages, or they refer you because your company compliance is correct, and they open the door for you instead of you struggling? Think about the kind of friend you have. Are they those that bring deal makers, insiders who give you right information? And in my past projects in a country in Nigeria, there are some connectors that gives me some form of access in those days. They'll tell you they want to take X amount of percentages. And through that means they tell me a lot of things in terms of information that you need, so that you don't just go and submit bids to some organization. At the end of the day, you lost the deal. Now they give you the information, they give you the guideline of what you need to quote, what you need to do so that things can become better for you. Number 5, these are people that I call the challenger lion, the truth teller. In your life, Do you have people that are truth tellers? The role they play, they keep the king sharp, the truth teller. For example, my father is a role model. He tells me what is the truth. And I have friends that will tell you, do not do this, it doesn't work for you. And I have friends that I tell the truth to. All of my friends within the network, I tell them the truth without mincing words. If it's either it's going to break the friendship, but at the end of the day, you find out that they rely on you because you keep information and you're able to speak the truth without mincing it. A weak lion is challenged. The pressure maintains strength and discipline because when you have the right challenger, the truth teller within your network, these are kind of people you want to have in your network that will not be able to call red black. They tell you red is red, black is black, pink is pink. In your business, they'll tell you do not do this, do not do that, because it's not going to work. In your relationship, they tell you don't do this, don't do that. They tell you the truth. They tell you the repercussion and ripple effects of that thing so that you don't fall a prey in it. Example of those people are what I call honest partner. It might be your spouse if you're married. It might be your business partner if you guys are actually open to yourself. It might be that friend that calls you once in a while to be able to tell you that, hey, you're making this mistake. Do not make this mistake. It doesn't work for you. It is not good for you. Why not improve in this area, in your products, in your services? The review they give to you. Being honest review, you'll be able to shape that. These are people that we call board members sometimes, who do not fear any status. As one of my role in the business, as a board member, in one of the business, I always make sure, as if I've seen what's going to happen in the future. It's one of the construction company that we have a deal in. And some of the questions I brought to board was, do you have insurance for damage control, for life insurance, for products, for protections of whatever we have? And if hazard even happen, or if anything that will happen like COVID, for example, are we not going to be out of business? And I made mention of that over a few months until when we are able to now sort out insurances in different cadres for the organization. Do you know that at the end of the day, those were some of the things that could save you if you're able to have those kind of things. Board members, maybe you're a board member in a company or you're a partner in a company. You've got to look at the future. You've got to be that person who challenge the lie, the truth teller. Number 6 is the pride elders. The pride elders are your wisdom and mentors. And what role do they play? They play memory and strategies. They are people that thinks for you. They are people that helps you. They order the lion to carry the knowledge of survival. Even when you're about to give up, there are people that tell you what works, what failed, what is not going to work. And this kind of friend type are mentors who have already built and lost fortunes over the years in business. An example of these people are what I call seasoned entrepreneurs and investors, because they put their money where their mouth is. They got their hand burnt, and they tell you the real truth so that you don't get your hand burnt in that business. Do you have a friend? Do you have a mentor who I call wisdom and mentors, who are the pride elders? That is number 6 category of people you need to have. Number 7 is what I call the pride keeper. These are people that are emotional stability. What role did they play in your life, in your business, as a wealth creator, as a wealth billionaire, as a wealth zillionaire? Is that they help you to have unity and keep balance. Sometimes it might be your spouse. It might be your business. Maybe when the things are going saga, they want to be able to help you. So they help you to put a fracture in place so that your pride can collapse. And they help you to be able to remove the pride. Maybe you make small money and you think you've arrived. You want to be going and be showing off. They tell you, hey, you've got to have emotional stability that keeps the lion focused and human. In your business, you've got to think through it. And these are friend type. These friend types are your families, your friends, who grant you beyond money. They might not contribute to you in terms of money. Examples are those who know you before you become the crown, who knew you before you got to where you are. I have some friends like that in our network. And I want you to know that these 7 friends, number 1 is the visionary lion, which is you, the king. Number 2 is the Hunt Strategist, which is the operators. And these are the builders, the COO, the executor behind great fortunes. And number 3 is the territory guiders, the money and legal minds. And these are your finance, your tax, your legal brains, your advisors who structure and preserve your capital. Number 4, the scouts are the connectors. These are deal makers, the insiders who knew where the next move is going to be. Number 5 is the challenge lion, the truth teller, who the honest partner, board members who don't fear status. Number 6, the pride elders, the wisdom and mentors, which is the seasoned entrepreneurs and innovators and investors. Number 7, these are your pride keeper, the emotional stability. They are the unity balance. They are family and friends who grind you beyond your money. Those who knew you before you became that star. The core lesson here today, friends and family, fellow billionaires, entrepreneurs, career person, is that a lion without a pride will always starve. A billionaire without the right circle will collapse. Power comes from your vision, your execution, your protection, your access, your pressure, your wisdom and stability. I hope you've actually been able to gain something much more better today as a wealth creator. And I can't wait to see you again to become a wealth billionaire. The lion. Goodbye.